Hello, Judge.
All right, Brad, you were a witness. Where were you? What did you see? And you're an American, correct?
Yes, ma'am. I'm from Florida.
All right.
I was about halfway down the bridge on London Bridge at 10 p.m., almost exactly. I was taking pictures of the Tower Bridge, which is the picturesque bridge to the east. I decided to walk back towards the north of the bridge, walk down the stairs, and head toward a river walk, which is a nice little area you can walk down to get closer to the Tower Bridge. About 2 minutes later, after walking down those stairs, I heard a loud noise behind me and turned around to see the white van crashed into the guardrail, and it was continuing to go down the guardrail, hitting pedestrians. It heard it bump several different times as it swerved and continued to crash that way. Also saw a person jump from the bridge, presumably to get out of his path, and just immediately afterwards, I came back up the stairs and looked. Everyone was standing in shock as to what had happened. Was it an accident? Was it terrorism? I immediately thought of the attack in Nice and saw several people on the ground on that north side of the bridge.
All right, let me just interrupt you for a moment, Brad. What we're seeing on the screen, I believe, is a photo that you took just before the incident of yourself?
Yes. Took a selfie right before.
Mm-hmm. It's a quiet, kind of summery Saturday night in London, on London Bridge there. Yes,
it had rained a little earlier, it cleared up, and just walked down to take a look at the site.
And how long after you took that selfie did you hear the noise, the white van crashing into the rail?
It was about 5 minutes.
Okay. All right. So you say that it bumped from the bridge, and were you able to actually see the van? Were you able to see a driver? What happened?
I was not close enough to see the driver because I was below the bridge, and it's going at a high rate of speed, probably about 30 or 40 miles per hour. Mm-hmm. But I did see the white van hitting people as well, and the person jumping.
Okay, and when you say the person jumping, you say out of the way of the van, over the bridge,
yes.
Into the water?
Yes, into the water about halfway down in order to avoid getting hit by the van.
Okay, and I assume that there are many people walking along this time of evening?
Yes, there were. I would estimate that at minimum there were probably 20 on that side of the road. That was on the left-hand side of the road heading southward on the bridge, and they do drive on the left here, so that would have been the side it came from.
Did you hear anyone say anything, yell anything? Did you hear anything unusual besides the van hitting the guardrails?
No, I did not hear anything spoken other than just the noises of hitting the guardrail.
All right. And did I understand that there's another image that you took?
Yes. Directly afterwards, did not want to get close to it. Wanted to make sure everybody's okay. The photo is of several bystanders attending to a person that had gotten hit, but it is not too clear, and that is the only one.
Okay, let me ask you, attending to the person, Brad, that you say got hit, were you able to see that person? What did you see?
It appeared to be a man, probably 40s or 50s.
And what kind of injuries did he appear to have?
I did not see the person moving. I was not close enough to really discern exactly what was going on. And
how long after you saw him did you hear an emergency response, police vehicles? How long did that take?
It was very quick. It's a very highly trafficked area of London. It was about 2 minutes.
All right. And is there anything else that you can tell us? What were people doing? How were they reacting?
People were mainly in shock. They were just watching, the terrorist, such a quiet night like that, a terrorism event is not something that you would expect to happen.
Mm-hmm. Did they panic, Brad, or were they just standing there?
They were just standing there at that time. I did not see any panic, and this was on the north side of the bridge. Mm-hmm. However, this was not the area where the truck or van ended up. So there could be another case on the other side.
Okay, but did you see where the van actually ended up?
I saw that it did. It at least had continued far enough to be out of my line of sight going down south on the bridge.
All right, Brad, when are you coming home?
I'm on vacation for one more week and then headed back to the U.S.
All right, stay safe. Thank you so much for joining us. And